Now, Amazon is on strike. Thousands and thousands of workers across the United States are striking because they want better pay and they want safer working conditions, plus some additional benefits. We'll get to that in a moment, but you need to be concerned because this could actually cause shipping delays for your packages, especially when we are within 1 week of Christmas. Now, I'm going to break down what's going on here, what is happening around the United States, what Amazon is saying, and what the Teamsters Union is also saying. So I'll break all this down in just a moment, explain how this is going to impact us moving forward. But all I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoyed these daily updates. And now let's begin. So this is turning into a very serious matter. Amazon workers are striking at multiple facilities as the Teamsters seek a labor contract. Now, Amazon originally was told they have until December 15th to come to the negotiation table, and well, they never did. I want to read this to you. It says the International Brotherhood of Teamsters says they represent nearly 10,000 workers at 10 Amazon facilities, a small portion of the 1.5 million people Amazon currently employs at its warehouses and corporate office. Now, there's a strike happening in New York. There's a strike happening in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, here's the other ones. It says the strikes happening Thursday are taking place at one Amazon warehouse in San Francisco, California, 6 delivery stations in Southern California, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, and Skokie, Illinois. That's where they're taking place. Okay, I want to play something for you. Listen to this right here.
Just moments ago, the Teamsters Union has kicked off an historic strike against Amazon. Workers at 7 facilities across 4 states are walking off the job at this hour.
Yep, the rank and file are going to be walking the picket lines at hundreds of Amazon fulfillment centers nationwide. This will allow warehouse workers and drivers without collective bargaining agreements to join in.
Now, there's some reports, there's some rumors that there could potentially be, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of employees that are going to go on strike. I want to be very clear. The Teamsters Union represents about 10,000 employees, some of which are not actually Amazon employees. Okay? They're third-party employees, which is what there's a lot of disagreement here. There's lawsuits as well that Amazon is not taking care of these employees. But Amazon says these are third-party employees. They're not technically theirs. Now, I want to read something else to you. The Teamsters is saying if your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed. We gave Amazon a clear deadline to come to the table and do right by our members. They ignored it. Go on to say, these greedy executives had every chance to show decency and respect for the people who make their obscene profits possible. Instead, they pushed workers to the limit, and now they're paying the price. The strike is on them. Now, I want to be very clear here. According to many experts, they are saying that this is just the beginning. When we see things get done with Amazon, it starts to spread to other industries and other companies as well. That's what they're already anticipating. That we are going to see strikes, not just with Amazon and the Teamsters Union, but we could see actual strikes at Amazon get bigger. Okay? Actual warehouses could shut down, not just their shipping departments. Okay? Also, we could see industries completely shut down. We're already hearing reports that January 15th or 16th, the ILA, the International Longshoremen's Association, which has ports up and down the East Coast and on the Gulf Coast, those could shut down because of labor strikes there. We've seen airlines, some of the pilots, some of the workers, they go on strike all the time. Right? We've seen the railroads, they've gone on strike. But Amazon's a big company. Amazon is massive. And for these workers to go on strike at this time, well, that's planned. I want to play this for you too. Listen to this one.
We want reasonable benefits. We want to be able to have sick pay without being fired. We're fighting for vacation time, better safety.
The Teamsters say workers will join picket lines in New York City, Atlanta, California, and Illinois, and that others are prepared to join them. The group's president writing, "If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed."
Now, I have many friends that work for Amazon. I asked one this morning if their job is potentially at risk or are they going to go on strike? And they simply said, well, they're not part of the union, but here's the concern that when one portion of a company goes on strike, it puts a lot more pressure on the rest of the company. So and here's what he meant. Okay, it could put pressure on the rest of the company that they have to take over the other positions. Okay, which he's done before. He's taken over another position in order to ensure that products get out. He said, but this is where things get very interesting. You have friends that are going on strike. He has a couple friends that do or are part of the union, and they are going on strike. Right, they're going to picket. He said, so it puts a lot of pressure on him that, well, if they go on strike, should the people that aren't technically part of the union kind of strike as well? And that's where they're at this time. So we could see this really balloon, and it should go from 10,000 people going on strike to potentially hundreds of thousands of people, or this whole thing could just be shut down in the matter of moments, right? Let me play another clip for you. Watch this one as well.
So hopefully it's not going to affect your packages, but just beware.
I want to show you this. These are the current warehouses, all right? And the current areas that will be impacted. There's San Francisco, California, Palmdale, California, Victorville, California, and Industry, California. There's also Skokie, Illinois, Queens, New York, and Atlanta, Georgia. Those are the locations at this time, but there could be more added very soon, right? That's the concern, that you may be getting a package that's coming from one of these locations, or it's going to end up transferred from a location. Well, the concern is that if it hits one of these locations and the drivers aren't going to transport it, well, it's going to be stuck. And you may be missing this product, this present, right before Christmas. Let me play the rest of this for you.
If you're shopping, there could be a delay.
Well, they're definitely using this as a negotiation point. They are fully aware that it's the holiday season and people want their packages, and they're using it to put some pressure on Amazon. I'm not sure it's really going to work, though.
He says, but I'm not sure it's really going to work, though. Here's what you need to understand. The Teamsters represent about 10,000 employees. 10,000 Amazon workers are part of the union. Okay. Amazon has about 1.5 million workers. Remember, I said I have multiple friends that work at Amazon. One of my friends said that something that's been done in the past is a worker would pretty much be given not really an ultimatum, but told that we need you here at this time. So they will take employees from one area, push them over to another area just to get a job done. Now, when it comes to the drivers, this is where things get a little more complicated. How do we fill in for the drivers? That's where Amazon's going to have to go back and use UPS and some other delivery companies in order to get your products to you. So over the next week, you may not see the Amazon Prime truck show up to your door. You may see an unmarked van. You may see the Postal Service. You could even see UPS or FedEx. All right? Because Amazon is going to do whatever it takes to get your products to you so you don't experience any delays. The problem, though, is it's still going to experience some sort of a delay. Amazon says this will not affect their shipping times. It's not going to impact their company at all, but I'm here to tell you it will. If you see 10,000 people simply walk off the job immediately, which many people have, well, we're going to experience some sort of a delay. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but that is what we know as of today. Tens of thousands of Amazon workers are walking off the job in support of better pay, better benefits, safer working conditions. So We'll see what happens moving forward, but that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.